Okay. Okay, beginning, I'll just show you quickly what we have to revise for the Excel class. I think some of you, I think my voice is clear, right? Anyone can please confirm me?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, this one actually last week, some of you have attended the Excel class. If not, I think these are the main points that you need to know before going to the testing classes. I mean, whenever you go to any job, you need to work on the Excel to document the testing scenarios and testing status. Don't worry if you don't know what is scenario and status, I'll explain to you. So basically, we need to know the basic font options in Excel. Like just when you enter any character or any text in a cell, how to bold them, how to change the font style. I think everyone knows, right? The font style is something like here, so there will be different font styles will be available. Usually professional way, usually it will be Arial only, unless until some people may change it depending on your template that you are going through. And then yeah, many times you will come across this word template in offices. Template is something like which is already ready made, because you see my worksheet now, if I want to format nicely, because sometimes we'll type anyhow, right? Like maybe we'll just put it like 11 and then we'll put something like that, and then we'll continue something. So instead of doing it and individually making them different styles like bold and nicely, people will get use of the template. Template is nothing but it's ready made. So whenever you go to, I think nowadays we are all working on reels and something like that, sometimes you will have the template ready, meaning so the basic design is available for you, the basic layout is ready for you, you just need to put your elements there. So that is called a template. So whenever you go to, I think many of you are working on Microsoft Office, there you can see the templates. So I will show you also when I open the document. So these are the basic things that you need to go through, how to apply the font options, and also like how to arrange the rows, column. This one I think familiar now. All of you know now what is a row and what is a column. Everyone need help here, or maybe when you are working later you can do it. One second, let me on my video also. Yep. See, I'm also working on a Mac actually, little bit different interface. I think some of you already worked on a Mac last class. So otherwise for Excel, basically, I mean, my personal suggestion, Microsoft Office means it's friendly over the Windows laptop instead of the MacBooks. Of course, if you are familiar with Mac, that's much more easier for you. Main thing is practice only. Wherever you are, whether Windows or Mac, it always needs your practice only. Just give me a second, sorry. Giri, want to go out? Yeah, okay. So these are the things that you need to know for Excel, like what are the skills that you need in Excel in order to proceed with your testing. So updating tab colors and how to rearrange the tabs. I think can recollect now last week students whoever attended the class, what is a tab means and how to change the color and rearranging. And also I have explained to you how to save a file also. This one will be doing later. And also what is the difference between cloud saving and saving in the normal desktop. This one. And you should also know how to insert rows, how to insert column, how to delete rows and how to delete column. These things you need to know. So these are the things that you need to know. And also additional thing, how to wrap text and how to enter different lines in the same cell. Sorry, just mention tag here. Same cell. This one, do you remember last week class? I think I gave you practice. Yeah, because this is a little bit challenging. Many of them may not know this one. How to include different lines in the same cell. And also how to merge and center, how to strike off superscript. And this one is not so important, but sometimes you may come across. And how to give border to the cell. Okay, this autofill I did not teach you. I will show you quickly today. Autofill and some functions is a bit needed for your testing templates. Yeah, any doubt? And also here I have included the keyboard shortcut keys. Keyboard shortcut keys like Control B is board. Of course, if you are working on Mac, it's again different. It's Command B, Command I, Command something like that will be there. These are the basic minimum things that you need to know in Excel in order to proceed with our testing documentation. Okay. So with that, we'll start going to practical example now. I think all of you are having laptops now. So quickly make it ready. Then we'll start creating our Excel now. So for that, okay, those who are on Google Drive, I think some of you are having the Excel already, right, from Microsoft Office. As mentioned, Microsoft Office and Google Drive almost works in a similar way. Only the thing is that they are from different companies. Microsoft Office is from Microsoft company, whereas the drive that currently I'm using is from Google. Because since we are taking from Gmail, we are using the Google Drive. So those who are on Google Drive, just go to new, and then here you can see, right, the Google Docs is similar to Microsoft Word. Google Sheet is similar to Microsoft Excel. Google Slides is similar to your PowerPoint presentation. And whereas Google Form is something different, because this is like most of the times I'll giving you in Amulu groups, right? Like whatever the survey or whatever registration, we'll use the Google Form. If any of you interested, then you can try this one very easy. I mean, we do not need this for testing, but for your really useful thing, Google Forms. Later, I can share the video that we have created a long time back for our YouTube channel. I'll share that link also. So currently, we are going to open one Google Sheet. Okay. Those who are on Excel, you can open it. Okay. Here, why I'm here is because to proceed with our testing, we have seen some theory, right? Until now, we have seen some theory. So that theory, we have already some concepts of theory. Of course, there is little bit left in the theory part as well. But today I'll show you how to create the practical session in testing. After that, we'll be back to some kind of theory. Let us see the time. Yeah. So now I'm going to do the test template. So whenever, because as a tester, your role is to test a particular product or whatever they give you, right? Again, the testing depends on your domain. Do anyone remembers domain means? You don't need to give me a proper definition, just a concept, what you understand from domain, you can tell me. Anyone? Domain is nothing but just a
A
kind.
banking domain, a medical domain, something like that, the field in which we are working.
Yes, that is very important because wherever you get jobs, sometimes you may get in the like banking, sometimes you may get in colleges, universities, sometimes in hospitals, sometimes in a logistics company. So that domain knowledge is very important wherever you are going to. So mostly in Singapore, most of the domain I can tell that mostly into banking only, because Singapore centralization is into financial and banking sector. So most of the jobs you can expect here is from banking, but of course other domains are also there, like insurance, like health and education, all these things. So whenever you are going, your domain knowledge is very important. If you know the domain knowledge, it's very easy for you to connect with the testing what you are doing. Okay, all right. So this is about the domain. So next, going to basically based on the domain only, you will design your test cases. So today I'm just going to show you what is this document so that you can prove to your team members, you can prove to your manager, because currently you're testing, let's say you're testing an application. At the end of the day, you need to show them like what you have tested and what is the result and what is the status of the testing. This is very, very important for a tester because you need to provide the proof. So always have the evidence for that. So that's why for a tester, the documentation is very important. That's the reason why we are going through Excel class also. Okay. So this one, I'll show you one example now. Of course, this domain knowledge and all, I'll give you a bit brief about different domains tomorrow class. Today I'll be showing you one simple template. What template means I already told you, right? The particular kind of layout, everything ready-made. You can say that ready-made document that you can just replace with some of the things. Just layout is ready for you, and also formatting is ready. You just need to replace with the proper text, proper images, and whatever it is. Okay. So this one I'm just going to delete now. Of course, for Mac, you need to go to delete, edit and delete only. So this one you try whenever you get time. So you try to delete columns, delete rows, and those who have not attended, I think you're all familiar with rows and columns, right? These horizontal lines are called as rows, and these vertical lines are called as columns in a Excel. So when you go to Microsoft, we call it as Excel. Here we call it as a spreadsheet. So if we can rename this one also, basic practical session, something like that. So I will explain to you. After that, you can start on your computer. Okay. So this is first one. So here we are going to see what is the kind of document that you need to provide while testing. Okay. So all the first I'll give you proper headings now. Okay. Usually we'll have one serial number. And also I will explain to you. Don't worry about the words here. Now let's see. We will have the test scenario. And next will be test case, and next will be description, or maybe you can say the test case description. Okay. Next will be, for now I'm just adjusting, I'm not adjusting the cell, later I'll show you test description and what is that? Okay. Test scenario, test case, and device tested, status, tested by, and date of execution, date of testing or date of execution. Okay, these are the basic headings that you need to provide in your documentation. This is a very important interview question as well. And also this is a practical thing that you are doing whenever you join any company. So this is the document. Usually when you join a company where already team is there, if the team is already working on particular thing and you join in the middle, so this kind of document will be ready for you. You don't need to prepare any particular document. You just will update the document. You know the difference between updating and creating, right? Updating means the document is already available. You are making some changes to it. Whereas creating means you are creating from scratch. You are creating from the beginning. That is the difference between creating and then updating. Okay. So this is the main headings. Of course, it again depends on your company. What are the things that they're following? Some of them may have different things like, some of them may have like prerequisites. Suppose if you are working in a banking sectors, this may be one of the columns here. But for now, I'm not putting it. So no confusion. Yeah, any doubt, you can pause me and you can let me know. Okay. So this is the main basic and minimum things that any tester in a documentation they should be having. So let's see one by one. Okay, later you can create the same thing. Serial one. Okay, here I will just explain to you one more thing. Serial number, how we will try 1, 2, right? If you want to get automatic numbers, there is called one what you call function autofill function is there. Okay, how to use this one? How to use autofill is very easy to understand, right? It fills automatically, provided they are in a particular sequence, like 1, 2 is in a sequence, right? Just select these two and come to the end where your cursor is changing to plus mark. You have seen, right? Whenever you have the cursor here, you select these two and bring the cursor to the corner where the mouse pointer is changed to plus symbol. Then drag it all the way. You will get the automatic numbers. This is called the autofill function in Excel. Okay. Similarly, you have the text also, you can do like that. Of course, sometimes if a computer is not set for that, it won't give you. Otherwise, it should give properly. So again, this one also, select these two. Why we are selecting two? Because what is the next one? We are telling the computer. Okay, I'll show you one more example. Just bring the mouse to the corner like this. You guys want to try now on your computer? And one more thing, Jan, Feb, you try yourself and show. Put the screenshot in the chart. January, February, like that you can try. And also I want to try for the base numbers, 1, 3, sorry, what you call odd numbers, I forgot. 1, 3, 5, 7, like that. You try this one. If you want to share your videos also, okay. But yeah, you can try now and let me know. I just give you 2 to 3 minutes time here. Any doubt, you let me know. I hope you're all working right on the computer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, maybe once you are done, you can just let me know. Let's see, let's just 1 or 2 minutes. You can teach this one. Chesesara, done?
చేశానండి.
Okay. I hope everyone, any issue, any difficult, let me know. Just nothing. It's just a practice of selecting two cell. Some of the computers may just first cell itself, it can give you the proper sequence, but always good practice to select the first two. Why we are doing first two is always see here. Here means I have given the next number only. But here I'm trying to put all the odd numbers. Means computer should know which sequence you're looking for. That is the reason why we are giving always two numbers. Okay. So these things you can practice later. Yeah. So this one I'm deleting now. I think all of you having a computers, right? I believe. Yeah, please, next time, at least every week, you should have the computer, no? Because sometimes I don't know, sometimes I may teach you theory, sometimes maybe practical based on the scenarios that you are working on. Okay, yeah. So let's back. Yeah, any doubt?
శైలజ గారు
Yes.
హలో శైలజ గారు
Yes, ma, I can hear you.
శైలజ గారు am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
హలో శైలజ గారు
Yes, ma, I can hear you.
యా ఇది ఒక ఒక కాలంలో చేసినవి ఇంకొక కాలంలోకి మొత్తం ఇప్పుడు డేస్ అన్ని చేసాం కదా అది ఇంకొక కాలంలోకి మొత్తం షిఫ్ట్ అయిపోవాలంటే ఎట్లా అండి?
Okay, like this. Okay, 1 second. You want to,
అంటే
okay.
ఇప్పుడు సీరియల్ నంబర్ లో ఇచ్చినవి వేరే కాలంలోకి వెళ్ళిపోవాలంటే
Okay.
మొత్తం
ఇది కదా? Okay. There are two things. You select everything. And if you are on Excel, just you want to appear in two places or one place only? You want to appear in
One place.
same thing in two places?
One place.
One place only. Okay. I think that's a good thing that I came across. You need to know the difference between cut and copy. Okay. Suppose I'm putting cut means all of you on your computer, if you are working on Excel, it is Control X. Okay. If you are working on, I mean, same Windows, these are the keys. This one is very important as well. This one, Command C, Command V, Control V, Control V. Okay. These are the basic things that you need. Okay. Whenever you have the Windows, and just careful of this one, or this is the keyboard shortcut keys I gave you, right? If not, you just right click and then you will see cut and copy. Okay. So now what she told is, I'm erasing this one now. I think you're okay, right? Okay. She wanted to take out this one and she wanted to put here, let's say. Okay, that's one, right? You're asking the same thing, right? Okay,
Yes,
this one you need to cut. So either you select all the cells and control X, okay, or you right click and cut. Come, now I'm doing on Mac, command X, and I'm coming here and command V. This is one, right? You are asking. Yeah, you try
అవునండి.
now. Yes, you try these things. Or right click.
శైలజ గారు
Yeah.
ఆ ఫస్ట్ 2 సెల్స్ డ్రాగ్ చేశాక ఆటోఫిల్ అనే ఆప్షన్ కనబడట్లేదు శైలజ గారు నాకు.
ఆటోఫిల్ ఫంక్షన్ ఉండదు నీకు.
ఓకే.
ఏంటంటే you just come to the corner. ఇక్కడ there is a dot, right?
ఓకే. ఓకే.
Drag will change when you move the mouse. Just observe carefully. Your
ఓకే.
mouse will change to plus mark. Only then you can drag it. That is the autofill symbol.
ఓకే. 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 ఓకే అండి. ఓకే.
You got it now? Just
ఆ,
try.
ఓకే
శైలజ
అండి.
గారు మినిమం
ఓకే.
మనం 2 ఎంటర్ చేయాలండి. ఐదర్ నెంబర్స్ కానీ డేస్ కానీ మంత్స్ కానీ మినిమం 2 ఇవ్వాలా?
No, 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 no. That's why I'm telling. Sometimes, if your computer is not, because it depends on how you, the settings was there. Suppose you're late. If you give only one in my computer, usually it should appear the same thing will be copied. My expectation. But based on your computer settings, sometimes it will come. Yeah, see, my Mac is powerful. Like I gave
Okay.
only one, it gave. But sometimes when whoever is working on Windows, if I drag January, only January will appear. It depends on how the computer will. Suppose if I give Silaja, then Silaja should copy throughout the cells. See.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
Since my computer is already formatted, January means these are the standard months and these things, right? So
Yeah.
if I give 2021 and drag it, sometime it should give me the next years.
సో అది కంప్యూటర్
Sometimes.
ప్రోగ్రామ్ అయిన దాన్ని బట్టి ఉంటుంది.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one you can actually set it, but I also don't know. I mean, you just go inside format and then autofill function selections. Usually we do it. Now, basic computer will have these particular sequences already. Because when you uploaded Microsoft Office package, itself comes with these all the things. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Is it clear now?
ఓకే.
Okay.
So this is the basic formatting. Just try whenever you get some time. Maybe you're watching a TV, just have a computer on your lap and then just try it. And you can teach your kids if they're small, or you can just practice. Just basically computer is just like playing around. Because unless and until you don't use it, you don't come across this kind of functions. Okay? Okay, now we'll move to the basic things. Okay, so this is the basic titles that any tester will have in his or her documentation. Okay, let us see the serial number. I told you already, we use the autofill function here. Sometimes, based on your company, sometimes they may follow some kind of different coding like TC01, TC02 means test case number 1, test case 2, or something like that they will have. Okay. So this is one more thing. So this one also can either way is okay. Of course, it's based on your company, how you are doing it. Okay, like that. Okay, it will be like. Now coming to the test scenario. Test scenario is not every document will have. Test scenario, let us understand it as a story. Okay, this one I'll come to you later. I mean, after explaining remaining. Okay, test case means you will have the proper test cases. These two will come. Okay, this one also just leave it for now. Okay, next one is device tested. Sometimes, as I mentioned, sometimes you may need to test something on internet, which is also called a web application, right? I told you like previously, some things can be web application, some things can be mobile application, some things can be on app, right? So whatever you are testing, you need to put here. Suppose if you have an application, suppose I'm working for a DBS bank, let us say, DBS may have one web application, one mobile application, and also one app. I think many of you are using, right? DigiBank or something like that. DigiBank app, something like that. So usually testing, what we will do, will be having the test cases, but test case, we have to test on all the environments. They may call it as environment also. Test environment. Like that they can call. So which can be web, mobile, and DigiBank. So all the test cases we will verify on all the platforms, of course, based on the requirement. If you are working only on the mobile application, then you don't need to put web and Digiband. You will just proceed with the mobile application. This is just information only. So device tester, suppose I'm testing on my, let us say that my application is a mobile application, then I'll put as iOS. So basically all the companies, if you are working on a mobile application, they expect you to test both on iOS and Android. Okay. Why I'm saying Android? Android is nothing but an operating system name. We saw, right, last class, what is an operating system, right? How the computer is working. Operating system is the main brain and heart of the computer. If we don't have an operating system, then we cannot work with a computer, right? So this is like Android means all the Samsung phones inside software is called Android operating system. All your Samsung and I think Oppo also is based on Android only. So these kind of things you will get to Android testing. So whenever any company, usually in Singapore, whenever you're working on a mobile application, they expect you to test both on iOS and Android. Why? Because these are like two different environment. Sometimes it may appear nicely on iOS. Sometimes it may distract. Button may be up and down, something like that. So for this reason, you need to test both on this thing. And then you will come across a question. Then if I join a company, do I need to carry iOS and Android phones with me? Company will give you. Company will provide you, like each tester, they will provide one iOS and one Android phone if you are working on a mobile system. Okay. Of course, nowadays we have a kind of environment on website itself. We can see how it looks like in iOS and how it looks like in Android. But not all the companies will do. Definitely, they will give you the physical devices. So this is what the device tester. Suppose, let's say, if you are working on Oppo phone, something you will put it like iOS, iPhone, something like, iPhone 15 or something like that, you will put it. So this is called the device tester. Or you are testing only on the web Google Chrome. Like this, you will type. Okay, understand device tested? This one I didn't come back to you. I will teach you in a while. So this is about the device tested. Now status. What is the status? Status is about whether it's pass or fail. This is the status. These things you will write here. Okay, pass or fail. Whether whatever the test cases you are going through, whether it was successful, then you will put pass and fail. Tested by, you will just put your tester name. And date of execution, you just put like, 25th April, something like that. So this is a kind of document that all the testers will have it. Now I'll explain to you test scenario, test case, and test description. What does it mean? Okay. So don't worry if you are already joining a company where the team is already there. The test lead will make this kind of document if you are a newcomer or otherwise, but you should be ready with writing this kind of documentation also. Okay. That's what we'll do in the next classes. We will be ready with our own writing only. So you can tell that you know how to create a test document, or sometimes it's called as test script also. They may say it. Okay. Okay. Now I want to explain test scenario, test case, and test description. Test scenario normally don't need to know much, but in later when we go to banking domain in the next classes, I will explain to you clearly. But for now, let me take a simple example of, let's see that my product is, I told you already, like I'm trying to make a teacup. Just we'll understand in a simple version. Teacup. So teacup, okay, I have the different stories. I told my designer who is designing the cup, I have these things. I told them that this kind of thing. The product came back to my team. Okay, they have designed it and they gave to me. Then I have my testers in the company. Like I'll just give to someone like Lakshmi, can you test this one? Okay, she has a proper documentation like this. Let us see what is her document looks like. Okay, let's see. Based on the requirement is given by owner, right? Whatever is the owner, like me, for example, I am having a teacup shop and I have my own designer teacups. I want to introduce my own designer teacups. So I gave particular requirements. This is very important word, requirements to the person who is making the teacups. Okay, he came back to the company. He came back to my company. Then I gave to the tester. Yeah, okay, my product is available. Can you test whether everything is as per our requirement? Okay, I think you are connecting correctly, right? Just want to see how whether it met my requirements. Okay, then what is her test documentation should be? Product is a teacup, right? She will have the same this kind of headings with her. Of course, maybe this is a physical product, so device tested may not be there, so you can ignore this one for now. Otherwise, what is the test scenario? Test scenario, I have given the requirements. What are the requirements I gave you? Last time I told you, right? I just want to see like whether it's like of my required size. And I told you also one more thing is like heat resistant. So these kind of things I gave you already, right? Based on that in mind, I'm just writing my test scenario. Test scenario is something like a story. Okay, let's see the properties. Properties of the teacup. Okay, under properties, I can have so many things, right? Under physical property, if you see, what you can tell me is, if some of you have any inputs, let me know. Under properties, I just want to see first, what is the height of the cup? Okay, weight of the cup. Okay, and maybe surface. Surface is then holding option, let's say, like holding ring, let's say. Okay, these are all the, let's say these are all the physical properties. When I'm trying to give my requirement, I told them
Heat
that
resistance.
heat resistance, yeah, that one maybe I'll put under, these are the physical properties. Now, yes, that one is the heat. Heat capacity, maybe I can put that heat capacity, correct. Heat capacity can be whether max temperature, let's see, max temp, minimum temperature, correct. And any other property, some of you can tell me? Let's see, maybe
Volume.
ability.
Volume.
Pardon?
Volume. How much quantity the cup can hold?
Good. Volume can we put into properties? Yeah, maybe we can take
Maybe.
it separate. Yeah.
And also material.
Good. Material, maybe I will include in the properties only, right?
Yeah.
Edit those. 1 second. This tiger is opening my door. He's scratching on the door. My pet dog. Come. Right. Go within that. Okay. So this one, sorry, where am I? You mentioned that material, right? Material. Okay, material. Or maybe you can tell one more thing, like whether it's shining or not, something like that, no? So these kind of all things I'll come under. Maybe it's material, surface. Let's surface we already gave you. Surface means I thought here is a flat surface, or maybe look, maybe look.
Design.
Design, yeah, design and look, maybe. Because these are all the design things only, right? For the designing the teacup only we saw. Like, you mean to say whether the design is nice or not, right? Look design, let's see, something like that.
Shape.
Shape also, correct? Shape, everything will come like that only. So these kind of things are called as a test scenario. Sometimes test case and test scenario, usually they will use like confused manner in practically telling. Many of them don't know what is the difference between test scenario and test case. Actually, test scenario, if you want to understand clearly, it's my story. So here now you can understand, right? Properties is a one big group where all other test cases are inside it. Okay, like that. Now you can understand. Durability, like maybe, like breakable or not, something like that. Breakable, we can check for breaking property. Breakable. Okay, let's see. Volume also, big, small, or something like that. Capacity. Okay, let's see now. These are the test cases. Right? If I take properties, it can be I need to check height, weight, okay, surface smooth or not. So here description means now you write it clearly. So this test case description usually Sometimes some people are working in a team. For example, my friend was working until yesterday. She left and she joined some other place. Then this document is passed to the next tester. So that next tester should be able to understand from the description. That is the actual document. But practically when you go, some people, I mean, because this is all time taking, right? Nobody will write very clearly. But we are practicing the ideal version where we have to write clearly in our description. For example, I gave them some requirement, right? Maybe I do not know about the centimeters. Usually can tell that height should be description. Okay, write clearly. Maybe I'm just taking a width also. Okay, to check.
సో అట్లా మిడిల్ నుంచి జాయిన్ అయినప్పుడు టెస్ట్ కేస్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ మనం మళ్ళీ అన్ని టెస్ట్ చేసి అప్పుడు చేయాలి కదండి, లేదంటే మధ్యలో అర్థం కాదు కదా.
Middle name లేదు and already the
టెస్ట్
document will be there, but yeah, better
ఓకే
you need to understand. If you
చెక్.
have any doubts, you check and proceed. Yeah, if you joined in the middle of the company. Okay, usually this once you know what is the flow of the application that you are working on and looking at the sheet, you should be able to understand. If not, then you need to check. Okay, now just telling you one practical scenario currently with me only. I just recently joined, right? One more company. Then, okay, now today afternoon I'm going to office only. I'm just explaining how the scenarios will work. So this is actually, anyway, it's internal one only. We are working for a banking. Okay, the product is a very huge product. We are working for syndicate loans. Let's say that loan product is like some kind of home loans. It's a huge product. Huge product means it has like around 800 test cases. 800 test cases in the UAT. So now suddenly everyone left. Everyone left. I don't know, for some of the reasons, maybe they got some other offers or something. Everyone left. Now I'm left with the documentation. So it's a bit challenging because it's a little bit complicated product. You need to know about all the loan terminology like maturity of the product, commitment period, interest rate, what is RFR rate, and all this. Little bit complicated. So they have particular documentation is there, but test case description is not there. So it's a bit challenging. So always that's the best practice for you to have a proper documentation that sometimes when you give to the next person, they can understand clearly from the document itself. So this is the ideal practice. But whenever you go to companies, people are so busy. They do not entertain, writing all the description clearly based on the manager. Once they see the documentation and they sign up for they review the document properly, then it's very good for the programmers, testers to continue with their testing. If the document itself is not clear and some of you joined in the middle of the company, then it's really a challenging part. So if you have joined something like that, then ask them where is the documentation, test documentation. And you can highlight to your manager also, can you help me to give the clear clarification here so that I can proceed without asking the help from others, something like that. If the document is not at all there, you need to highlight, you need to escalate to the manager. Okay, so when you join the middle, mostly will be there, most of the companies. If really challenging product, then you should have a document clearly. Okay, so this one, description of how we read, we check whether the cup height is of, I don't know, normally how much will be the height of something like, some, I don't know, how much height usually cup? Any idea, anyone?
60 to 70 mm.
70 mm.
5 centimeters.
Nice. Okay, let's see, like maybe like around 2 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Let's say
5 centimeters.
Okay, so this is my description. Whether my cup size is because my manager told to check like that, because her requirement for the teacup is something like this. So I am going to check it. Second one is to check whether the weight is, usually they will have some weight, right? Weight is less than less than maybe, I don't know, this one also, like maybe to 150 gram or something like that.
Yes.
Something like this one. Surface. To check whether surface is flat. Means whenever you put on table, it should not tilt out, right? Whether surface is flat and smooth. This is my test case. Holding ring. Whether the ring is convenient to hold. And it can balance. Sometimes, ring cannot balance, right? Like something like that. So this is the kind of description that we usually give. Then, of course, device tested here is a common, only one teacup we have. It's not doing a software thing. We are working on a physical product. That's why we don't have a device tested. Status. Okay, my height is correct. Then we'll just put as pass. Okay, next I came here. 150 gram. No, I think my weight is showing as 250 gram, which is failed. Then you can add one more column and put comments here, right? Current weight is, because you are showing to your manager, right? Current weight is 250 gram. You can just remarks like that. Okay. Later, when you have issues here, you will raise in ticket tools that I will show you in the next classes. So this is how you usually write the test cases and test status. And tested by whoever is tested, their name and date of execution is so and so date. This is a kind of test document. Okay. Now I want you to write these headings yourself. Like you need to by heart this one. Whenever you have interview also, they will ask you. By heart in the sense, now I have explained to you, right? This one you should be able to remember. I mean, it may take some time for you to remember, but now you remember, right? What is my story? First thing. And then in the particular story, what is my test case? What I'm testing for? And then what is the status, whether it's pass or fail? Then tested by date of execution. And you have some other things like comments. And you can add one more thing, like, okay, one more thing you can put here, comments. And also, and you will have like, suppose if you have any defect is there, you need to raise it. That one you put it under ticket raising tool. Every company will have a particular ticket raising software. So that one we have practically will work on one particular tool. So there you will raise a ticket. That's called a ticket or ticket number. Usually, okay, I'll show you also ticket number. Usually these tickets are managed by, there's a particular kind of tool, Jira, or some people will use as Trello. I mean, there are so many other tools as well, but Jira is most familiar in Singapore. Most of the companies are following Jira. And sometimes my recent company, they were using Trello because Trello is a free software. All the companies, that's why in our practical, in our testing classes, we'll be trying on Trello. On Trello, you will practically create a ticket. I'll show you how to create it, how to follow it up. So we will be using Trello because we can just log in with our Gmail and use it. Okay, this one I'll show you in the next classes. Currently, I want you to complete this column. I mean, this particular row. What are the main headings? Without seeing my sheet, I think you can do it now, right? Yeah, can you help me to do? And take properties 1 or 2. Capacity also 1 is also fine for me. Just can you create now? And maybe you can send to email also. You can send me an email. Whenever we have classes or assignments like this, I will give you my, 1 second, where is your chart? Yeah, okay.
అంటే ఇలాంటి చార్ట్ ఒకటి తయారు చేసి మీకు పంపమంటారండి?
Yes. I want you to write usually in emails. I think ammulu.sg is our Gmail. Okay. By this, what I am expecting you will know how to write a document, and also you will know how to save it, and also you will know how to attach a file and send in Gmail. So by this, this is the outcome that I want you to be familiar with. Yeah, now you can create your document and you can send me. All right, I'll give you some time for you. Any doubts while doing, you let me know, because this is the basic one that Renu has sent me. Yeah.
శైలజ, ఇది నేను ముందు పంపించాను.
Yeah.
అది కాదు, ఇక్కడ మనకి వేరే సినారియో తీసుకోమంటారా?
Yes, you can take whatever, or you can repeat the same thing also. I'm fine because I did not give you the IT stuff, right? I just gave you a physical product because
Okay.
by this you can be familiar with how to write an Excel sheet and how to send email. So I just gave you something, or you can choose something like yeah, you can take my sari as an example. Like you are giving your requirements to your sister, let's say in India. So these are your requirements. My color, simple thing: color, weight of the sari, like what is the texture of the sari, like that. And then what is the durable means, whether it's like water resistant. If you put in water, the color is going out or not. You can take as a simple example: teacup or sari. Something physical I gave you. We'll be doing the next class like practical domain. I will explain the domain. Then you will write exact banking domain product like this. Yeah. Okay, clear, Renu?
శైలజ గారు
Yeah.
ఒకసారి ఆ ప్రీవియస్ స్లైడ్ ఒకసారి చూపించరా
Yeah.
రిఫరెన్స్ కి?
Okay. Yeah, this one. Okay, wait. I will clear all the unnecessary stuff here.
యా.
Okay. And this one also I clear out. Just a minute.
శైలజ గారు ఇప్పుడు
Yeah.
దేనికైనా సరే ఆ మెయిన్ హెడ్డింగ్స్ అవేనా? సేమ్ టెస్ట్
Yes.
సినారియో, టెస్ట్ కేసు, టెస్ట్ కేస్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్,
ఇలానే ఉంటాయి.
డివైస్.
Yes, unless your company has some other thing, like they may ask you to put like prerequisites. I told you, right? Sometimes when you're working in a banking, so but usually prerequisites also nobody will use. This is the main basic thing that everyone, 90% of the testers will use it. Suppose if you have in banking, sometimes what will happen is like account holder should be more than 21 years old, like that, right? Or Singapore citizen, PR. So those particular cases will have the prerequisites. So currently we don't need to that. Later I'll give you one example. Then we can put the prerequisites, whether the candidate is more than 21 years, something like that. So for now, this is the one only. Here I will replace the ticket number. Usually tickets we name it as ticket tool, but people will say that Jira number or something. Jira number or Trello. If the company, you got it right, Jira and Trello are nothing but a software. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
give you later Trello number to track. Okay, this is the one. So this is the main heading. So usually what I expect you is write it. You bold the headings. You bold the heading, and you can give them some particular fill color as well. Okay, when you have fill color, yeah, something like that. And also I want you to give particular borders as well. Just case 01. Like this, okay, and put into borders. And after writing this one, just give me some small example, whether your sari or you take the example of cup or something like that. Okay. And delete the other additional things here. I just want you to start from the beginning. So delete the additional thing. This is the exercise for you. Okay. Any doubt you can ask me, or everyone, yeah, start creating, and you save the file and you send me email amulu.sg@gmail. Yeah, you try it. Jyoti, you took the attendance, right, Ra, already?
Yeah, took.
ఓకే మా అదే ప్రాక్టికల్ సెషన్స్ కదా ఇంక ఇప్పుడు ఇంపార్టెంట్ మనకి.
Yeah.
So you can take any product. Just basically, I want you to understand like what is the test case and test scenario difference. So product will be very easy to understand. Later we go slowly to the other domains.
శైలజ గారు ఇప్పుడు ఇది శారీ గురించి చేయాలా లేకపోతే కప్పు గురించా?
It's up to you, ma. It's just your own thing. Yeah, just want you to understand only. You can write anything. Sari, any physical product. So basically, I just want you to understand. Maybe what else you can have. Cup or maybe, dining plate also. Dining, maybe dining tray. Something like that. Or, puja mandir. Puja mandir should be your room, right? Room dimensions like that.
Yes.
Anything you can choose. I just want you to tell one story and what are the test cases inside that story. That's it. One or two properties is okay. Capacity, yeah, these are fine. Otherwise, durability, like if you drop the cup from top to bottom, how much distance, this all no need. It's just basic things is fine for me. I'll put the screenshot in the chat.
శైలజ గారు
Yeah.
ఇది మ్యాటర్ ఒక కాలం నుంచి ఇంకో కాలం నుంచి వెళ్ళిపోకుండా ఏం చెప్పారు?
ప్రాప్ టెస్ట్
Copy.
ఆహా, వెళ్ళిపోకుండా అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు డి కాలంలో ఉన్నది కంటిన్యూ టెస్ట్ కేస్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ రాయడానికి లెంతీ అవుతుంది. అది
Okay.
మొన్న చెప్పారు కదా క్లాస్లో.
Wrap text, amma.
ప్రాప్ టెస్ట్
Wrap text and then wrap text.
సో అది కాలం సెలెక్ట్ చేసి ర్యాప్ టెక్స్ట్ అంతేనా?
If you want like particular thing, like let's say like you have something like this, okay? Now it's seeing, right? Is this one only, right? This scenario. You just select the particular cell if you want only cell, or if you want to select the column is the best thing. Then you will have some option based on whether you're using the Mac or this one, text wrapping.
విండోస్లో ఎక్కడ చూస్తున్నాను.
అండర్ ఇదిలో ఉంటుంది, మీరు హోమ్ లోనే ఉంటుంది యాక్చువల్ గా. మెడ్ సెంటర్ అక్కడ ఉంటుంది చూడు, ర్యాప్. దిస్ ఇస్ వన్ ర్యాప్ టెక్స్ట్ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. యు గాట్ ఇట్? విండోస్
ఎస్ వచ్చింది.
ఓకే. యూజువల్లీ అండర్ టూల్స్ లో ఉంటుంది, బట్ బేసికలీ అవన్నీ షార్ట్ కట్ కీస్ ఇలా పైన ఇస్తారు. మీ రిబ్బన్ అంటారు దీన్ని. ఈ రిబ్బన్ మీద ఉంటుంది యూజువల్ గా. సో ర్యాప్ టెక్స్ట్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అమ్మ, అదొక ట్రై చేయండి అందరూ. So if you select the column heading, it will apply to the entire cells. If you select only cell, it is applicable to only this one. But wrap text usually will be applicable to the entire column.
సో ఇప్పుడు మేము చేసే దాంట్లో ఓన్లీ టెస్ట్ కేస్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ అంతేనా అండి రాయాల్సింది?
అవునరా టెస్ట్ సినారియో
టెస్ట్ సినారియో
టెస్ట్ సినారియో టెస్ట్ కేస్ టెస్ట్
టెస్ట్ సినారియో అంటే ఓన్లీ ప్రొడక్ట్ నేమ్ అంతేనా?
ప్రొడక్ట్ నేమ్ కాదమ్మా. నేను 1 second I'll show you which one I did. This one, right? See, we are creating the table, something like that. Serial number, test scenario, test case,
Huh.
test case description, device tested, status. I mean, this template will remain the same for our next class also.
ఓకే. టెస్ట్ సినారియో అంటే మనం ఏం రాయాలి?
ఇక్కడ
ఓనర్
properties. You can
ప్రాపర్టీస్.
under properties, whatever test case is properties. I'm going to check my height.
ఓకే.
Width. I mean, sorry, indak nenu weight annana. I mean, weight also can be one more test case. Width also can be one more test case, right? How much width, the cup size, the look, overall, how is it looking? Are looking cute? Are looking nice? Are looking?
సో ఇక్కడ మనకి కప్పు అనేది దీంట్లో ఎక్కడ మనం రాయము. కప్పు గురించి
No. అంటే అది బేసిక్ ప్రొడక్టే కప్ అన్నమాట. You can write in your own word. Test case, there is no rule that you have to write this particular thing only. The
Okay.
main convention from this document is to explain clearly what I'm doing. Or if suppose one more tester newly come into our field, our team, then how she can understand from this document. So we're just documenting it clearly. What I'm doing actually. So
Okay.
cup అనేది main product. So I'm not repeating anywhere. It's my complete testing is about my cup only here.
ఓకే.
శైలజ,
Yeah.
సారీ శైలజ, అంటే ఈ టెస్ట్ సినారియో అంటే లైక్ కొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇస్తారా? ఎందుకంటే టెస్ట్ సినారియో అంటే లైక్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ లైక్ కొంచెం స్టిల్ కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ ఉంది.
అవును
అంటే
టెస్ట్ సినారియో డెఫినెట్లీ
ప్రోడక్ట్ నేమా యు ఆర్ రైటింగ్?
యా టెస్ట్ సినారియో అదే ఏం చేస్తారంటే పీపుల్ ఆల్వేస్ యూజ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ ఎనీహౌ యాక్చువల్లీ బేసికలీ టెస్ట్ సినారియో ఈజ్ వెన్ యూ కమ్ టు ద బ్యాంకింగ్ సెక్టర్ యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ క్లియర్లీ లైక్ టెస్ట్ సినారియో ఈజ్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ okay, I'll give you now only okay, your Gmail is there, right? So Gmail login is one test scenario. Okay, Gmail login.
ఓకే.
Login is one test scenario. Then inbox is one scenario. Okay. Login lo ఏమని చూస్తాం మనం? We will have, what is the Gmail login? You will have login ID and password, right? Okay. So here test cases will be, of course, depends on the application. It varies actually. Test scenario is a very high word. I mean, like people will not use this practically, but if you understand clearly, this is a kind of story that here I'm taking, let's think that Gmail is my product. Okay, complete Gmail is my product. Gmail, what are the things all in Gmail? Can you list out some of you? What are
యూజర్ నేమ్, యూజర్ పాస్వర్డ్, ఇన్బాక్స్.
email, draft, send.
okay? Let's see one by one. Okay, we have so many things.
Share.
Right? Some of you told me like login ID, password, but that is a part of one login, right?
ఎస్.
Can I say one part of login? So if I think that maybe login, if you are confusing, we'll say that front page. Okay, front page. Front page is my one module, right? One story, front page. Then let's think that I went inside my Gmail. Inside Gmail, what all you can see? Inbox, compose,
send, delete.
compose. Yeah, delete.
Draft
I
also.
think will be there. Draft ఉంటుంది, yeah. Then
Send it.
Google Drive, let's say like, recycle bin.
Recycle. Send.
Folders also.
Google Drive. Huh?
New labels.
Yeah, labels. Correct.
Spam.
Yeah, if you see the Gmail, you will understand. Okay, like this. Right?
Shared
They have
messages,
compose, stirred, all these you can put as one scenario. One story is inbox, one story is stirred, one story is snoozed, one story is sent. Like that you can put actually. These are all the stories. But if I come inside inbox, let's think that we came inside the inbox. Then you have so many things here to test. I'll explain to you.
Yeah,
Okay?
primary,
Yeah,
social.
maybe let's take one simple example of compose. Okay, compose. Okay, so wait, this email is okay, right? Nothing sensitive. Okay, this one. Let's think that compose is one story. Okay, inside compose, I have so many other things to test actually here. Whether what I'm going to test, one case what I'm testing is I will not enter any two, and then I will write my thing. And if I click on send, suppose is it supposed to go?
No.
No.
No, that is one test case.
Oh.
Okay, and then I'm just putting to my name, just to same name. Will it go? Is it supposed to go?
Yes.
If I send mail to myself, will it go?
Yes.
Yes, that is one test case. And I give you a wrong email ID. Is it supposed to go?
No.
No.
There is one more test case, meaning compose is my story. Compose is my test scenario. Inside test scenario, there are so many test cases, right? So if I attach one image, will it go like that? Whether, so these are all the things. So similarly, if I go to the Gmail login page, of course, here is my auto. I actually automatically I opened it, so you will not see the normal Gmail option. Otherwise, if you think that my Gmail first page, front page is my story, okay. Inside, what are the other things are there? Login ID, correct? Am I right? Login ID, password, okay. Here, to test case is enter correct login ID and correct password. See whether you are able to log in. And other test case is incorrect login ID and correct password. Will it go? Will it go? If I see it like that, and correct ID and incorrect password, and then incorrect ID and incorrect password. These are the test cases. So usually most of the companies will not have test scenario also. They will go directly to test case. But if you come to a picture where you have to write both, that is our main aim, that to clear these two things also. There is a very narrow gap in between them. Many of them will remove that gap. They will just use anyhow, like test scenario and test case, doesn't matter to them. But when you go to the banking and all, I'll show it to you. Okay. So for example, here test scenario is front page, or usually we say that login page. Okay. My scenario is this one. These are all the test cases. And my scenario is inbox. Okay. I mean, compose, I will explain to you clearly. Compose. Compose, what are the test cases? To check, what you call correct. Okay. Incorrect email ID. Email ID. What should happen? What is the expected behavior? Okay, there is one more thing. Sorry, I missed out. Okay, test scenario, test case description. Sometimes some companies may have one more thing. What is one more thing is, what is the expected behavior? That also will come. But people normally, this is like basic one. Some companies will add on the things here. Like some of them may have like expected behavior also, some people will add on. Expected behavior. But as I mentioned, it basically depends on the application. They may add or remove this one. Some places we don't need to have. But some products, some banking products and all, you should know the expected behavior. So this is like optional, but it's good to have it for the purpose of comparison here later. Suppose correct login ID and correct password, what will happen? You write that test description is to enter correct ID and correct password. See if you can log in. Okay, like that. This one, somebody asked me, right? Wrap text. I'm using the wrap text here. Okay. So device tested. What is the expected behavior in this one? Should be able to log in. Correct? Then what is my status? Status, suppose let us say that able to log in. Then it should be pass. Like that. And based on the company, they will have like more columns add on, but the basic standard one, you don't need to do expected behavior also. Basic one is test scenario, test case, description, device tested, tested by, date of execution, status. These are the basic things that I gave you. But based on the application, based on the company, you will have so many, so they may have many other columns. Okay, this one slowly when you join a company, you will get to know from your team or from your manager. Suppose once you are alone there, you created this document, you show it to her or him, then he may ask you, yeah, can you add me one more column? Like, what are the test steps? They may ask you also. What are the test steps? Test steps. What are the test steps here? Like, they will write the actual test step, like open gmail.com. Then alt tab, I'm going to the next, in the MacBook, option enter. Option enter, MacBook. Open gmail.com and then enter correct ID in login box, something like that. You will write the entire steps there. So this is based on the company, but usually like test steps is needed when the application is very complicated. Suppose like banking and all, some of the things they will have this thing. So then we are doing the domain in our testing course. We'll be doing 2 projects. One is in the banking, one more is in the e-commerce. So when you come across these 2, you will be familiar with all these things. But now don't worry. I just want you to design the basic one for now. Okay, slowly we'll go step by step. Don't worry. Delete. Yeah, any doubts here?
శైలజ గారు
Yeah.
నేను మీకు జస్ట్ మామూలుగా పిక్చర్ తీసి పంపించాను మీకు పర్సనల్ గా ఒక్కసారి జస్ట్ చూడరా అంటే నేను అంత డీటెయిల్డ్ గా చేయలేదు జస్ట్ ఫర్ ఐడియాకి చేశాను
Okay.
ఒకసారి చూడండి మేడం
Okay, let me remove
శైలజ
this.
గారు ఇందులో స్క్రీన్ షాట్ ఎలాగో చెప్పరా ఒకసారి
దేంట్లో అమ్మా?
స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసి పంపించండి
Okay, you are on
Yeah.
which? Okay, yeah, this is
Windows.
also an important thing for you to tell. You are on a Windows, right?
ఎస్
Windows, you will have the search button, right, at the bottom. All of you who are on Windows, you can try now. Yeah, that's important question. Thank you for reminding. Just go to the search button here.
యా
Then snipping tool. There is a word called snipping tool. You search this one. కనిపించిందా?
యా వచ్చింది ఓకే
When you click on that, the entire screen will be of different color. Then you just need to drag wherever you want. For example,
స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్ అది
scissors
వేరే
long.
ఓపెన్ అయిపోయింది అంటే రైట్ క్లిక్ చేయాలండి
Right click.
దీన్ని స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీయాలంటే ఎలా తీయాలరా?
Amma?
స్నిప్
Okay, there are 2 things actually. On your keyboard, keypad, you can see print screen. That is one thing. Print screen. When you click on print screen, whatever is on the screen, it's already copied. Then you go to here, you create one more tab. Let's say that screenshots. I'll show.
శైలజ గారు ఇప్పుడు
Yeah.
స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్ ఓకే చేసా అది న్యూ
ఇంకా
స్క్రీన్
నేను-
షాట్ అని వచ్చింది సో
Okay.
దాన్ని స్క్రీన్ తీసి ఎట్లాగా
స్క్రీన్ వచ్చింది కదా, ఇదిగో ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒక ట్యాబ్
వచ్చింది
చూడు. స్క్రీన్
మార్కప్ అండ్ షేర్
ఒక ట్యాబ్ క్రియేట్ చేసేసి క్రియేట్ వన్ ట్యాబ్. ఓకే, క్రియేట్ వన్ ట్యాబ్ and paste it. Managed to do?
ప్రింట్ స్క్రీన్ అయితే ఎక్కడ ఉంటుందండి శైలజ
ప్రింట్
గారు?
స్క్రీన్ మీ కీప్యాడ్ మీద ఉండాలి. యూఆర్ ఆన్ మ్యాక్ ఆర్ విండోస్?
విండోస్ మీదే ఉన్నానండి.
విండోస్, ఐ మీన్ సారీ, కంప్యూటర్.
ప్రింట్ స్క్రీన్ యా
ప్రింట్
ప్రింట్
స్క్రీన్ మీద క్లిక్ చేయి.
ఓకే.
Then when you click on print screen, it means that you copied whatever is there on the screen. Whatever
అక్కడ
you're
స్నిప్
seeing
అనే
on the
ఆప్షన్
screen.
కనిపిస్తుందండి. అక్కడ స్నిప్ అనే ఆప్షన్ కనిపిస్తుంది. అది ప్రెస్
Snipping
చేయాలా?
వచ్చిందా? Snipping
ఆ,
వస్తే you need to take it as a snip. ఇలా ఉంటుంది మీకు. Okay, I'll show you. I'm on Mac actually. Command Shift 4. Then ఇలా ఏదో ఉంటుంది మీకు, scissors లాగా వస్తుంది. అప్పుడు whatever you need, you just need to drag like this.
ఆ,
Got it?
ఇది
ఒక్కసారి
ఎక్కడ షేర్ చేయాలండి? ఎట్లాగా?
ఓకే, షేరా? ఇదిగో
ఆ,
నేను ఇక్కడ మీకు షీట్ 1 ఉన్నాం కదా మనం అందాక. You created, right, already something like this. And then create one more tab. Click on the plus mark. Click on the plus mark.
ఎక్సెల్ లోనేనండి?
Excel అని ప్రింట్ చేయండి ప్రస్తుతానికి. Yeah, screenshots. Or just go to the next tab and it just Command V, you should come. Sorry, Control V for you. Whatever you copied there, it will come.
శైలజ గారు,
Yeah,
నేను ప్రింట్ స్క్రీన్ కొడితే అక్కడ ప్లస్ ఐకాన్ ఏం రాలేదండి. జస్ట్ స్నిప్ ఒకటి
వచ్చింది.
వచ్చింది.
Okay.
అది ప్రెస్ చేయాలా అండి? కెమెరాలా చూపించి ప్రెస్ అని వచ్చింది యాక్చువల్ గా అది.
ప్రెస్
నేను
చేసేసి ప్రింట్ స్క్రీన్ అంటే ఆల్రెడీ నీకు
ఓకే. నా ఇప్పుడు ప్లస్ సింబల్ వచ్చిందండి దాన్ని ప్రెస్ చేస్తే.
ప్లస్ సింబల్ వచ్చిందా? ఓకే. ఓకే, దెన్ యూ గో టు యూ జస్ట్ సెలెక్ట్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్. కమాండ్ షిఫ్ట్. ఓకే, ఇలా వచ్చింది కదా నీకు, ఇలా చేయగలుగుతున్నావా? ఇలా సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ నీడ్.
యా బట్ స్క్రీన్ అంతా కొంచెము బ్లాంక్ అయినట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది. ఓకే.
కొంచెం అంటే కొంచెం డల్ అవుతుంది. ఇలా నువ్వు వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ నీడ్, యూ జస్ట్ నీడ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్ టు క్యాప్చర్.
ఓకే
తీసుకున్నాక
చేశానండి.
నెక్స్ట్ ట్యాబ్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోండి. ఇంకొక ట్యాబ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ప్లస్ సింబల్ క్లిక్ చేయండి. ఎక్సెల్లో జస్ట్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ప్లస్. వన్ మోర్ ట్యాబ్ ఈజ్ ఓపెన్, రైట్?
నో అండి,
వన్ ట్యాబ్.
హైలైట్ చేశాను కానీ బట్ నథింగ్ ఇస్ వర్కింగ్ అవుట్. ప్లస్ చేసి ఇంకో ట్యాబ్ లోకి వెళ్ళాలంటారా? అంటే షీట్ 1 షీట్ 2 అని ఉంటాయి కదా, ఇంకోటి.
You just go to new sheet. What I mean to say, we have written something here, right? So go to
Okay.
any new sheet and paste it. Control V. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి Control V చేసేస్తే you should have the screenshot here.
ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఇదంతా ఇంకా ఇది కాపీ అయిపోయినట్టేనా? మనం ఇప్పుడు
Yes.
కంట్రోల్ సి కానీ ఏం అక్కర్లేదు కదా?
అవసరం. ప్రింట్ స్క్రీన్ అంటే ఆల్రెడీ కాపీ అయిపోయింది.
ఓకే.
Paste it. Try to paste it.
ఆ షీట్ ఓపెన్ కావట్లేదండి
Sheet open out. Plus symbol is a plus symbol only.
ప్లస్ సింబలే చేస్తున్నాను యాక్చువల్ గా.
Are you able to share screen to me?
నేను మీకు పంపించాను యాక్చువల్ గా
Okay.
ఒక పిక్ ఇంతాక.
WhatsApp లోనా?
అవునండి, మీకు పంపించాను.
No, Shailaja, maybe they can do a right click and then duplicate the slide, new slide.
Yeah, can also tab. You mean tab, is it?
Yeah. If she's unable to do it.
Oh,
Surya Lakshmi,
son, okay.
somebody
You
asked.
are on snipping tool, Surya. You are not on the print screen button. I mean,
నేను
your screen
నా
is
దాంట్లోని ప్రింట్ స్క్రీన్ ప్రెస్ చేస్తేనే అలా వచ్చింది మేడం.
okay, no issue. Then you need to select that. మీకు ఇప్పుడు scissors లాగా కనిపిస్తుంది కదా, something like scissors you will have, right? Square or something.
సిజర్స్ అంటే
Okay,
అక్కడ
based on
నేను
the
ఐకాన్స్ పంపించాను కదా మేడం, ఓన్లీ
అవును.
ఐకాన్సే ఉన్నాయండి.
Okay, otherwise camera అంటే sometimes it will save to your desktop actually. You are sure you are on Windows only. You are on Dell, is it?
ఏసర్ అండి, ఏసరా
yes sir.
ఏసర్.
Remaining all is okay? Are you able to do as?
శైలజ గారు, అది స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్ చేశాను కానీ ఎట్లా షేరింగ్ ఎట్లాగా మీకు అంటే మెయిల్ పెట్టాలా?
Mail పెట్టాలమ్మా, because I want you to practice sending email in the attachment or something like that. Yeah.
మెయిల్ ఐడి ఆల్రెడీ
Mail
నేను
ID
మీకు
amulu.sg.
వాట్సాప్ లో స్క్రీన్ షాట్ పెట్టాను.
amulu.sg.
అమౌంట్
Yeah.
అండి శైలజ గారు, నేను మెయిల్ పెట్టాను,
చేసినా
ఇస్తారా ఒకసారి?
మెయిల్ చేశారా?
మెయిల్ పెట్టానండి, మెయిల్
ఓకే, సింపుల్ వేస్ టు టేక్.
ఆ,
Actually, Surya, your computer,
ఆ,
we have the 3 buttons. Actually, I saw one is camera button ఉంటుంది కదా,
అవునవును
కెమెరా ఉంది, ఇంకొకటి స్క్వేర్ ఉంది కదా. స్క్వేర్ మీద
అవునండి.
క్లిక్ చేస్తే నీకు ఒక వాట్ యు కాల్ ఒక డిఫరెంట్ గా మారిపోతుంది మౌస్. ఇది ఇట్లా మారుతుంది.
ఓకే
ఇదిగో
ఓకే
ఇలా నా మౌస్ మారింది ఇప్పుడు. దెన్ యూ నీడ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్ టు క్యాప్చర్. సీ హియర్
రెక్టాంగిల్ అని ఉన్నది అక్కడ మేడం, అంటే
అంతే.
ఫుల్ స్క్రీన్ అని ఉన్నది దాని మీద.
Full screen. If you want to capture full screen, you just click on the full screen,
ఓకే
or
ఫుల్
you
స్క్రీన్.
select the area where you want.
ఓకే ఫుల్ స్క్రీన్ క్యాప్చర్ అయ్యింది మేడం. కింద చిన్న విండో లాగా ఓపెన్ అయ్యింది, స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్ అని చెప్పేసి మళ్ళా వెళ్ళిపోయింది మేడం. ఆ చిన్న విండోలా ఓపెన్ అయ్యి మరి మళ్ళా అది వెళ్ళిపోయింది.
సురేష్ గారు ఉన్నారు, ఒక్కసారి అడుగురా హెల్ప్. ఇది ఇంపార్టెంట్ మీకు స్క్రీన్స్.
అవునా అండి, ఆయన లేరండి, నేను తర్వాత అడుగుతాను.
ఓకే, అదే బై బేసికలీ లైక్ ఇఫ్ ఎనీవన్ హ్యాస్ డిఫికల్ట్ లెట్ మీ నో. అదర్వైజ్ మీరు ఇంట్లో ఒక్కసారి అడగండి. అంటే స్క్రీన్ షాట్ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. యూజువల్
ఓకే
గా
ఓకే సరే, నేను
డెల్
అడుగుతానండి.
ఆర్ ఎనీ కంప్యూటర్ లో మీకు స్క్రీన్ షాట్ ప్రింట్ స్క్రీన్ అని ఒక కీప్యాడ్ ఉంటుంది.
యాక్చువల్ గా అది స్క్రీన్ షాట్ లాగే వచ్చి కింద రైట్ హ్యాండ్ బాటమ్ సైడ్ అపియర్ అయ్యి మళ్ళా అదే వెళ్ళిపోయింది అనమాట. ఐ థింక్ బట్ వీ డోంట్ నో వేర్ ఇట్ గాట్ సేవ్డ్.
అది అది స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్స్ ఓపెన్ చేసిన తర్వాత రీసెంట్ స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్స్ అని ఉన్నాయి, అందులో ఉంది.
ఎక్కడ స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్ యూస్ చేశాక?
స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్స్ ఓపెన్ చేసిన తర్వాత అందులో రీసెంట్ స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్స్ అని ఉంది. ఒకసారి
ఓకే
చెక్
ఓకే,
చేయి.
మేబీ అయితే అక్కడ చెక్ చేస్తాను.
అక్కడ ఉంది.
శైలజ గారు, నేను మీకు అది కూడా పంపించాను, ఒకసారి అది చూడరా? అది
అది
సారీ
చూసాను,
రిలేటెడ్
అది
చేయండి.
పెట్టావు, నువ్వు డాక్యుమెంట్ పెట్టావు, దట్స్ ఫైన్, నో ఇష్యూ. అదే కదా నువ్వు పెట్టింది. అది
అదేనండి.
ఓకే, నో ఇష్యూ. అది నేను పర్లేదు, అది మీకు ప్రాక్టీస్ కోసం చెప్పాను.
ఓకే
యాక్చువల్
అండి.
క్లాస్ చెప్పినప్పుడు మీకు అదే బ్యాంకింగ్ డొమైన్ అలా వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మీకు తెలుస్తుంది.
ఓకే ఓకే
శారీ పర్చేస్ లెంత్ weight to check saree weight is not more than 500 grams. Good. And color red, pink, green, blue, maroon or purple. Nice. Fabric soft skills or tussar skills. Design is floral or booty. Borders is meenakari. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, now you got an understanding, right? What is the test case and description? Correct?
ఓకే
And
ఓకే
also
అండి.
the scenario.
యా
Yeah,
యా
good. Yeah, I'll share this one to them also. Yeah, it's
ఓకే
nice. Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. The options ఏంటంటే మీకు స్క్రీన్ షాట్ అనేది వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫర్ ఎ టెస్టర్. ఓకే, ఇది మీరు కన్నా నిజంగా డిఫికల్ట్ ఉంటే జస్ట్ చెక్ విత్ సమ్వన్ ఎట్ హోమ్. ఇఫ్ నాట్, maybe you can send me a picture on my WhatsApp. I will see what thing that you have, because based on the computers, based on different OS, like whether you are using like Windows or Mac, little bit difference will be there. Otherwise, basically these are the things. Print screen అనేది you will have it on your keyboard. So when you click on print screen, because previously we don't have other tools, only we were depending on print screen. Print screen means whatever is appearing on screen, everything will show. If you are, suppose let's say, if you are in Zoom call, so whatever you are seeing now, everything will be captured. Okay, so something like that. That is the print screen. Next one వచ్చేసేసి print screen చెప్పాను కదా. Yeah. Okay, print screen. Next one is snipping tool, which is widely used nowadays. Flipping tool అనేది companies లో కూడా allowed ఉంటుంది మీకు. So if you don't know whether this tool is available, go to the search button on the bottom of your computer and search for snipping tool. Snipping tool కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మీకు ఒక scissors లాగా అవుతుంది అనమాట. స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మీరు ఇదిగో సంథింగ్ లైక్ ఇలా ఉంటుంది. రైట్, వెన్ యూ గెట్ ద స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్ you will select the things. ఇదిగో, yeah, this one, right? You're asking this one. Actually, let's see whether we have any video here. Snipping tool. Okay, చూసారు కదా ఒకసారి. Snipping tool, I think we need only square one. Usually we'll have the square only. yeah, this is the one. See, Surya and others who have challenged, just see this one. You can see my computer,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tool.
Okay.
Come. Then you take the new one or logo key shift ఇదంతా అవసరం లేదు మీరు జస్ట్ న్యూ క్లిక్ చేస్తే ఈజీ మీకు న్యూ ఓకే see select that one rectangle mode mostly and then you just need to drag the mouse ఇది కొంచెం it's easy just practice mouse ఉండాలి సూర్య నీకు I think definitely you need a mouse
మౌస్ ఉన్నదండి.
okay then you
ఓకే.
paste it.
ఓకే
So
అండి.
this is the snipping వచ్చినప్పుడు maybe you can save it or actual snipping tool you can highlight something like this. So that is the main use of snipping tool. Just like your photo screenshot, right? Phone screenshot. We all know how to take a screenshot on phone, right? Similarly on a
Okay.
computer, you will take with the snipping tool and you will save it. You try this one. If any difficulty, let me know. Meanwhile, I'll get one Windows laptop if I can get next week at home. I'll show you tomorrow. Yeah.
ఓకే అండి.
Okay. So today
శైలజ గారు మ్యాక్బుక్ లో
snipping tool, MacBook lo snipping tool is Command Shift 4.
శైలజ గారు మ్యాక్బుక్ లో స్క్రీన్ షాట్ ఎలా తీయాలి మళ్ళీ
Yeah,
ఒకసారి
MacBook lo Command plus Shift plus 4. ఈ మూడు ప్రెస్ చేస్తే అప్పుడు నీకు స్నిప్పింగ్ టూల్ వస్తుంది. Command Shift 4. Try this one. See, just
ఈ
now.
కీవర్డ్స్ అన్ని OS లో ఒకట్లా ఉండవా అండి? ఇప్పుడు
ఏంటమ్మా?
మ్యాక్ లో వేరే ఇప్పుడు ఈ కమాండ్ షిఫ్ట్ ఫర్ కీవర్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, సో
అవునవును.
అన్నిట్లోనే ఒకలా ఉండవు. మ్యాక్ లో వేరే
Little bit different. That's why the
అంత కష్టం.
different companies, yeah. That's why, because these are all competitors, right? All
ఒకసారి స్క్రీన్ షాట్ కూడా ఎలా తీయాలో చెప్పరా?
Okay.
మ్యాక్ లో
మ్యాక్ లో అదే కమాండ్ షిఫ్ట్ 4 అని మీరు ట్రై చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు నేను సపోజ్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ I'm here, okay, this doc, okay, maybe I'll take this document only to not to confuse you. I'm here, okay, then I'm pressing command shift 4. నేను ఇప్పుడు ప్రెస్ చూడండి, మౌస్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. కమాండ్ షిఫ్ట్ 4 ప్రెస్ చేశా, చేయగానే నాకు ఇలా మారిపోయింది. మై కర్సర్ చేంజ్ లైక్ దిస్. దెన్ ఐ విల్ గో ఫ్రమ్ వేర్ ఐ వాంట్ టు. ఇక్కడికి I need to drag my mouse pad until here. Then I release my mouse. Then the screenshot sound is there.
Yeah.
Now I go here, go to the other one. But whenever you are on Mac, usually it will be saved on your desktop. Insert image from image in the cell. Okay, image in overall cell. From what you call upload, browse. Let me browse. I think it should be definitely on my computer. So desktop. You see screenshots. All the screenshots will come like this. See, just now I took. It will be here.
Yeah.
I mean, if it is a practice for Mac people.
Okay.
What's the update? Just చూసారు కదా. So if it is Windows is very cool. If you have a screenshot with the snipping tool, then go here, go anywhere, wherever you want, and Control V. You should be able to paste it.
నాది ఇందాక అది స్నిప్ చేస్తే అది కాపీ టు క్లిప్ బోర్డ్ అని వచ్చిందండి.
Yes, clipboard అయితే just go to any open place or go to next tab. If it is really challenging, same tab only, just go below and paste here. Control V. You do it, Control V.
ఓకే.
వచ్చిందా?
శైలజ గారు, ఇప్పుడు స్నాపింగ్ అనేది కాపీ పేస్టా? దీనికి అసలు స్నాప్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. పైన కాపీ చెప్పి ఇక్కడ పేస్ట్ చెప్పొచ్చు కదా కంప్లీట్ గా.
No. That one will not happen. Okay, you mean to say, okay, 1 second. Let's do slowly. Okay, this one, right? If you need to copy, what you need to do, you need to select everything. You can do like that also. But what we are not copy and paste. We are actually giving the proof, right? Sorry, I don't know whoever asked me the question.
Yeah, Vaishnavi.
We are giving the proof to them. We are not copying whatever we are expected. We are
సో
showing
మనం ఇప్పుడు
them.
ఇక్కడ స్నిప్పింగ్ తీసిన దాంట్లో అక్కడ ఎడిటింగ్ చేయలేరా?
Snipping lo edit, no, edit we cannot do. Just edit means in the like putting some highlights like that, we can do it.
ఓకే, ప్రూఫ్ కోసం మనం ఇట్లా
Proof కోసం. Yes.
కాపీ.
Actually, you will not take the screenshot of this one. I'm just giving you practice only. When you're testing on the application, for example, DBS Bank, we are doing it. So, okay, yeah, this one you will take a screenshot. That Excel, just for practice only, we are doing it. You got it? Not screenshot of this one. We need the screenshot of the application. For example, they asked me to check the login button. Okay?
ఓకే,
This one. This basic one, we will take the screenshot. This one. We need to take the, not the Excel one. That's why here.
టెస్ట్ చేసినట్లుగా వాళ్ళకి స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసి అక్కడ పేస్ట్ చేస్తాం.
Correct. Proof anamata. See, it's command shift 4. I mean, I'm on a Mac. So I'm just taking the picture wherever I want. I don't need all this because I put all my own. But some people need the URL also is very important. URL ante ee website. So నాకు మొత్తం కావాలి. So I'm taking from here to here bottom. ఇక్కడ వరకు వెళ్తున్నాను. నాకు స్క్రీన్ షేర్ వద్దనుకుంటున్నాను జస్ట్ ఫర్ మీ. సో ఐ జస్ట్ స్నిప్ చేశాను. స్నిప్ చేసేసి ఇక్కడ నేను ప్రూఫ్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళాను కదా, ప్రూఫ్ అనేది ఎలా పెట్టుకుంటామో ఒక్కొక్క ట్యాబ్ మీకు చూపిస్తాను తర్వాత. ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోయి ఇక్కడ నేను పేస్ట్ చేస్తా. సిన్స్ ఐఎమ్ ఆన్ మ్యాక్, ఐ నీడ్ టు గో అండ్ ఇన్సర్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ మై కంప్యూటర్. ఐ నీడ్ టు ఇన్సర్ట్. ఓకే, అదర్వైజ్ మీరు కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేస్తే సరిపోతుంది అనమాట. డెస్క్టాప్ లో ఇక్కడ సేవ్ అవుతుంది. నాకు నా మ్యాక్ ఇలా ఉంది సెట్టింగ్. సో ఐ హావ్ అప్లోడెడ్ మై పిక్చర్. మన అప్లికేషన్ స్క్రీన్స్ వీఆర్ టేకింగ్ ద ప్రూఫ్, నాట్ ద ఎక్సెల్ వన్స్. Got it right?
Yeah, understand.
Okay, ma. Just for today, what I want you to practice is screenshot. Don't hesitate. You just take help from home also if needed. Okay, I selected wrong here because I told to paste in the cell, right? That's why it came like that. Okay, so just for today's class, what I want you to be familiar is you just by heart this one. By heart in the sense, I don't want you to by heart, just to remember from my explanation. Now you should be able to do it, right? Without looking. Then I want you to be familiar with the screenshot and inserting in a tab. Insert a new tab and paste the screenshot. These are the things, please practice. We'll continue in the next class. Okay, guys?
శైలజ,
Yes, ma'am.
ఇప్పుడు మనము అంటే ఈ స్క్రీన్ షాట్ ని తీస్తున్నాం కదా, వాట్ ఎవర్ వి వాంట్ అనేది, అది మనం ఎక్సెల్ లోనే పేస్ట్ చేస్తామా లేకపోతే సెపరేట్ డాక్యుమెంట్ లో పెడతామా?
Usually Excel చేస్తాము. It again depends on the companies. Most of the people will do that. Okay, for example, since you asked me, suppose my application has 20 test cases, TC01 to TC20. Okay, what we usually do is we will create 20 tabs here. TC1, TC2. Here I put screenshot, right? Maybe I'll put as TC01. Here I'll put as TC02. Like that, I will add 20. Then, whatever TC1 is, I copy from here to here. Let's see, until here. Control C. That's why command is very, you need to be familiar with Control C, Control V. Now I'm going here. Let's think that I don't have anything here. Control command V. Okay, ikkada TC1 screenshot I will paste it. Understand? Whatever needed for the test case 1 proof I'll put here. Whatever is needed for test case 2 I'll paste here. Whatever is needed from a test case 3 I'll paste here. Got it? Like this we will do it.
Yeah. And also say for example, like oka scenario ki, say for example TC01 ki we have more than one screenshot.
Yes.
So androne tarvata paste chestuntu veltam antena?
We go line by line. I'll show you some of the examples. Last class I've done that. Yeah, definitely we'll have more than one. Definitely we'll have more than one. So these kind of things we will paste in a sequence, like what is the next scenario, especially banking. I showed you login page, right? If you enter correct login, what is the next page? What is the next page? Like that, we'll paste it. Let me see if I have the previous thing. Sorry. There is my అమ్ములు
బట్
email.
అలా చేసినప్పుడు అది అంతా మనకి ఇన్ని ఉంటే స్క్రీన్ షాట్స్ అనేవి. సో హౌ డు యూ అలైన్ దెమ్? అంటే అన్ని కొంచెం మెస్సీగా అవుతాయి ఏమన్నా ఏమవ్వవా?
No, nothing. Because you will resize properly. When you're doing a proper thing, you will understand. Don't worry.
ఓకే
We'll have it.
ఓకే
I should have something here.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Yeah, no issue. We will continue in the next class. Yeah, I have the previous batches, what they have done. I'll show you an example, then you will understand. Okay. By tomorrow class, be practice with screenshot. At least you find out from home what is your computer, how it's working for screenshots and paste it. That is very, very important. And Control C, Control V, just practice. Okay, Command C, Command V if you are Mac, or as mentioned, or as one of you mentioned, Control A, right click, copy, cut and paste. Okay, these things you please practice and come. Yeah,
ఈ రికార్డింగ్ ఈ రోజు పంపించారంటే ఒకసారి రివైజ్ చేసినట్టే ఉంటుంది.
sorry, not so clear your voice, Amma.
ఆ రికార్డింగ్స్ ఈ రోజే పంపించారంటే మేము ఒకసారి రివైజ్
Yeah, I will do it now. Yeah.
ఓకే.
Okay, Amma. Thank you. Okay, Ra? Chalo? Any other things? You can ping me.
ఓకే అండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ శైలజ గారు.
No issue. Any doubt, you let me know. Surya, you practice the slipping tool. That's very, very
Okay.
important. You check with
Okay, Andy.
Surya.
ఓకే అండి.
Stop recording.
పూజ గారు మీకు ఒకసారి నేను ఒక